Yeah, man. Down here in Florida, Miami, might as well say. I done got loaded, man. You know, I got a load of chips. What kind of chips? I should have got down, started shooting before I got loaded. I'm loaded up now. Got 3 stops, one in Jacksonville, Florida tomorrow morning, Prince George, Virginia, I want to say, and Taylor, Pennsylvania. Should be there Friday night. So here we go, man. Let's get to it. Yeah, I took some logistics off my door, man. Just wanted to clean the look. I got to get a washer on the way. I might wait till I get back. I don't know if it's snowing up there. Let's get it.
What's love without loyalty? Could I trust you while I chase this money? I just need my mind at peace. I need some sleep. Know I be in these streets.
Yeah, man. I made a delivery in Jacksonville. About to grab my trailer. It's Thursday, March 19th, 6 a.m. delivery. About to go grab my trailer and head up to what it is, Prince George, Virginia. Next stop. I'm supposed to meet this guy and get a new swap out one of my dry tires that I was having issues with, but he ain't answering. I told him I'd be here at 6. He ain't answering, so I'm not gonna sit here till 7:38. You know, hoping he answers the phone. I just have to holler at him when I get back south next week. Time is money, and I can't sit around and be on some. I'll wait on him for him to make money. You know, I just got a little shake to the tire that was leaking, so it got a little shake to my truck. So I need to get that tire because you know it's got lumps on it from when it was when I was running it low before I found out the valve stem was leaking air. I ran it low for a little while, a little minute before I found that out. So it messed the tire up. But I'm gonna get it swapped out, man, and get rid of that shakage, man. But I'm gonna have to holler at my guy when I get back. You know, I get tired from him for a pretty good rate, so I usually just deal with him. But hey, you know, time is money, man. I done noticed I got you know, I did some research on it, and it's a quick draw valve on the trailer. It's leaking, so I'm probably gonna replace it myself. I see it's pretty rarely cheap, so I'll probably grab it and replace it myself the next time off. So yeah, man, go hook it up. Hook it up, man. Get up out of here. To the next stop, y'all. Stop, we got a wash over here in Bronson. It would do. here in Prince George. I just delivered here in Prince George, 6 o'clock in the morning. Man, I would have filmed a little yesterday because tell y'all, cause DOT shut me down yesterday, man. Over in Florence, coming through Florence, South Carolina. So shut me down, bro. So shit, I'm just not getting here. But I ain't have like 6 pallets, so shit got me unloaded pretty quick. So yeah, man, I'm about to put the seal on and get to Taylorport. I think I'm like 5 hours away. But yeah, man, he shut me down because he said I had incorrect logs. You know what I mean? I told him I was trying to get to a safe haven. I was on PC. And he said I was trying to advance myself to my stop. So I shut down, got a $200 fine. $200 fine. It's early in the morning, so y'all gotta excuse the niggas, man. I ain't brought my tea while I'm fade, low and nothing. Pulling up in Taylorport in Taylor, PA, man. Not Taylorport, I'm tripping. Taylor, PA, man. Last stop, Sam's Club.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on North Main Street. Turn right on Stauffer Industrial Park.
I done been in PA and went through way worse road conditions coming in on those crazy mountains. So this right here pretty decent. I ain't really have to deal with hills for like the last 50, 60 miles. So yeah, I figured I was gonna turn right for the bridge. I see that bridge. Shit crazy. Boy, I hope no niggas ain't fucking around and fucked it up. I mean, you go up under that motherfucker, you should lose your license on sight. You know what I mean? Ain't no go to court or none of that, man. Just take them bitches on sight. I gotta wait on the cars, cause you got all this road and this turn. And I hope this white car fall back, cause you gotta know. There you go. Sir, see, the truck driver is sleeping right now. Ain't no way. Out here. I don't know why I'm at either. Man, truck stop. Constantly. I'm good. Maybe in Georgia, Florida, I fuck around. I'm good. We ain't gonna play no type of game.
Arriving at 26 Stauffer Industrial Park on the right.
Don't wanna hurt nobody. Yeah. I be hating shit like that. You be past everything. You don't see no bill, no signs, nothing. GPS don't went off. Like, that bitch gotta be ahead. They keep driving. Motherfuckers don't be acting. Alright, you got the little worker right there. I guess you about to catch a bus. Sam DC, you got an arrow right here, so I'm guessing turning. You get this close, you gotta start read. Start read. Everything. stuff on her. I brought Jordan away. Sam DC, we on the left. Where we at? I mean, this the most bootleggest one I've been to. All the other ones at level 2. The other 2 locations, Jacksonville and Prince George, Virginia, they were pretty decent. They looked fair, like new built. Like the one that y'all used to probably see. That shit look kind of different. Shit kind of different, man. I wonder can I pull up to that first road? See what sign said no. Alright, man, I'm gonna cut the camera because I don't know how they really feel about, video and shit. So I'm gonna check. Yo, what's up, man? Been about a month since I dropped the video. So yeah, let me bring y'all up to speed, man. I'm up here in PA right now. I don't have my phone because I'm recording this 17. I'm recording on this 17 Pro Max that I got. I just got this phone. I just updated this phone, like my phone, like probably about 2 weeks now. I had my 13 Pro Max for shit since like 2020. So I went on and upgraded it and got the 17 Pro Max. And I still got the 4K feature on here, so that's dope. I can't wait to see the finished mix on the video. But anyway, man, I just want to bring y'all up to speed and let y'all know what I had going on, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, type shit. Hold up. Man, I had to put some lotion on my hands, man. I use my hand a lot when I talk, man, on my videos, so I wanted to put some lotion on these guys, man, so I don't want everybody looking at the video like, and all they can focus on. Damn, his hands ashy as hell. But yeah, man, that's what I've been up to. Still a lot here, man. I wound up taking LeroyEsther logistics off the side of my door. One thing I did, just because, I got tired of going to shippers and receivers and, first thing they saying is it New Way or is it LeroyEsther logistics? You know what I mean? So I ain't want no confusion. With that. Mess around and something supposed to been built out up under New Way, but it's on LeroyEsther logistics and mess around and hold the money up some kind of way or some crazy shit. So that was, then there was one load that I kind of I ain't gonna say I lost it because I booked it and had it, but he said, do you have any other letters, company names on your truck? Because this load, when you go in there to get loaded, it got to match the BOL. So if it didn't match the BOL, it didn't match the company that booked, they'll reject me. So I'm like, I booked the load anyway because I'm thinking I done heard that before and still went in there and got loaded, but I ain't want to take no chances. So I found another load that was actually paying better, and I wind up canceling that load, telling him I wasn't gonna be able to make it on time pick up, just because I ain't want to get over there and deal with, if it was a fact. But and then it also just looked cleaner on the side of my truck, not having 2 company names on the truck. It just got New Way on the back. It actually looked cleaner like that. So I've been contemplating of removing it for a while, and I finally went on and did it. I had some time one day at a shipper, some downtime, and I just took the heat gun and took it off. I got a load out of Miami. I brought a load up here from Miami. It stopped in Jacksonville, Prince George, Virginia, and Taylor, PA. And dude gave me $3,000 on it. I never got $3,000 coming out of Miami, coming out of South Florida, period, going nowhere. So to get $3,000 coming out of it, and I don't think it was just a little over like 1,200 miles, I want to say, up there. And I knew I'd get a good reload going back down. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rock that. I'm here load my reload to go back to Lakeland, Florida for $3 grand. Tried to get 35, but they weren't having it. So I'm going back down for $3 grand, and I was trying to get 35, but they weren't going for it, man. But I wish I would've got 35 on a load coming up. But you know, one thing about these loads, when you booking, once they give you one rate, it's hard to change that rate. So if you're gonna do a lane or do a load, and you know it's a potential that you can be doing that load again, go ahead and try to get the number you want, you know what I mean, or don't even do it. Because when you throw out one rate, they want to lock you in at that rate. When you come back and be like, I'm gonna need this to, you know what I mean, it's gonna make it hard, man, you know what I mean. That Miami load to PA was actually posted for $2,400. So for me getting $3,000 for it, you know what I mean, I got exactly what I told him I wanted. So he came up like $600. So I really can't be mad on that. Then the shit was like, I barely took up 10,000 pounds, you know what I mean? Then the first stop came off of Jacksonville. So majority of the load came off of Jacksonville. So shit, it was a sweet ride. I was having to go back up anyway. So how I look at it, it was a sweet deal because I had to go home anyway. I did head home without making anything. So, shit, I was going back, what, 400, down to 500 miles back home anyway, usually from Florida, from that far down, you know. I probably would have loaded something and took up to Jacksonville for like $600 just to help out on the fuel, maybe. Most of the time I go back empty though, I ain't gonna lie, you know. At least Jacksonville area or a little bit shy of Savannah, you know what I mean? But I usually go in Florida with about down to 25 to 3 going down there. So that's why I usually do that. And you don't cost as much coming out, you know, could be empty. But yeah, man, I probably will do that load again, the load again. It was pretty laid back. I just got to try to find more money on the reloads going back down. I feel like I should get more going back down, to be honest, than 3,000. But I'm here picking up this load now. You know, they want it at the 1D facilities where you don't have to open your doors. They open your doors from the inside. So yeah, I'm here in the dock right now, getting ready to load this load going back to Lakeland, Florida. But yeah, oh yeah, on the way coming up here, I think I was in, y'all ahead in the clip. I actually put it in the clip, bro, that I got DOT shut me down, man. I had they shut me down in South Carolina on the way up here. You know what I mean? And that pissed me off, because if you ain't really used to getting tickets, violations, you know, when you get one, that shit like being in school and you get a write-up, you gotta take home your parents' type shit. Like, you hate that shit. Like, damn, I've been doing so good. Like, so he wrote me a ticket for incorrect logs. I was on PC, but I was going in the direction of the load. So it looked like, you know, I'm trying to advance myself on my trip, you know, and it was like 50 minutes over. So, yeah, and then I passed like 3 or 4 safe havens. So it was kind of hard to debate, you know, it wasn't really too debatable on what the fuck was going on, you know what I mean? So I understand, he doing his job. I'm just trying to do my job, you know what I mean? I should have stopped at one of the sooner stops, but I think I had 280 miles to go, so I was trying to get a little closer to my, I was trying to knock off about 30 more miles. It was a certain number of mileage I was trying to get at. That's why, you know, I didn't shut down yet. I was trying to get at a certain mile, because I didn't want that much farther to go once I started back driving that morning. I was trying to be around 250, 200. So I was at 280. So another 30 miles, I would have shot it down. I was playing. But yeah, that shit cost me, you know, $200. The ticket is $200. But yeah, man, you know, I wound up having to get another trailer, man. The trailer that I had, me and the guy that I was buying it from, we had an agreement, but the trailer was wind up costing me way more money. I was putting way more money in it than I expected. When I got it, you know, everything supposed to been good. I wasn't aware of all the problems that I was running into. I was nearly at $4,000 of putting work into it. So I wound up finding another trailer I was able to buy outright damn near for half of what he was selling me that one for, in better condition and newer, all the way around. You ain't need no work, you know. So that was a blessing, man, because that the trailer I had, you know, it just was a lot of headache, a lot of money just throwing out the window, not for the price, you know, for the price that he was selling it for. I just don't, it wasn't worth all the money I was having to put into it, you know. But yeah, man, other than that, you know, I just been running, doing my same old thing, up and down 75, trying to be up and down 75 from Atlanta to Florida. But, you know, I stretched out this time just to try to run up a little money, you know. It's the end of the month coming up, a lot of bills due. We got spring break, kids we want to turn up, you know, a whole lot of, man, you know. So just trying to run up a lot of money, run up some bread, so, you know, you can take care of a lot of business and still go, you know, turn up with the family, and, you know what I mean. But I probably come right back up here though, man, next week, you know, if I can get something going into Miami I need to be in Miami Wednesday morning to be able to get this, you know. So if that works out for me, I'll be on it. I'll be definitely grabbing it again, you know. I'm actually just emailing him about it, trying to get the times, you know, so I got the times and everything right. So, and I know I need to be down there, because one thing about that load is you got to get a good start. A good head start is laid back, you know what I mean? And the thing I like about that is, instead of, you know, when you going in and out of Florida, you losing money coming out most of the time. So instead of losing that money, one big load like I do, if I average 6,000 a week, and doing that, and doing 1-3 coming up, 3 going down, I'm really not losing much on no deadhead. You know, I deadheaded 100 miles to get this load, and to be honest, I had a load going back down yesterday. It was paying 26 going to Tipton. Actually, we're going to the Coca-Cola place in Tipton, Georgia, but that they called me last minute. I supposed to have 10 o'clock to pick it up, but they winded up calling saying the people close at 10. They closed at 7 p.m. and my appointment was at the Sam's Club. Them loads I took to PA, all on with the Sam's Clubs, and they were chips, so it was fairly light as hell. But that appointment was at 8 p.m. so I couldn't get unloaded quick enough to get 7 miles. I actually went by that place when I came in, so it was sweet, you know what I mean. It was a little more on the heavy side. I think it was like 40,000. I try to run this one light if I can, going up, coming up and down this far. I try to, you know, book something more on the light end, you know, just try to keep down wear and tear. You know, the heavier you load, the more wear and tear you're gonna put on your truck and trailer, you know, and make the risk higher of blowouts and mechanical breakdowns and shit. I like to feel. But yeah, he called me and had to recover that load, so I had to come off it. So I had to find this one last minute. You know, now we back linked up with Uber. I was able to jump on Uber, and Uber had a last minute load on there, picking up here in PA. Yeah, I had them been looking from that morning, man, to all day, you know. Well, I look for my reload from the time I get loaded, knowing where I'm going. I set all my apps on, you know, all the apps I look for loads off. All the boards I'm on looking for loads, I go ahead and set it to pick up, to look for something on that day and time when I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? And I give myself about 2 to 3, 4 hours, about 3-4 hours for a pickup time. You know what I mean? After getting that loaded. So You know what I mean? I've been looking the whole week. I just thought closer to the date that I was gonna find something. I just figured closer to the date. You know, most of the time closer to the pickup date, it pay more. But looked like I would have probably got a better deal if I took one of those earlier loads. Cause like I said, my mind was set on 3,500 to go back down. You know what I mean? So I was turning down stuff like 32, 31, 3,000. Like I was turning it down. But I know next time around, you know, I might go ahead and try to lock something in. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap this video up. I don't want to make it too long. I try not to keep them too long, cause I know people watch time, you know, they ain't sitting here watching all that. You only got a few of your subscribers that's gonna ride your whole video out, and then I ain't really got too much details on things about Tail, things about New Way, cause New Way don't really lease on drivers, you know, so I can't really, it ain't really no information that I can put out on the helpful end or just talking about. So I just talk about my situation, you know what I mean? You know, I ain't really trying to, you know, gaslight nobody on, hey, you can do the same thing I'm doing, you know. But I tell people all the time, you know, you find somebody who you can lease on with that, that'll give you 10%, you know what I mean? So it'll be pretty much like the deal I got. And, you know, I went out and brought me a trailer to try to avoid those fees, you know what I mean, of, you know, wherever you go lease on to, you have a trailer fee more than likely, you know what I mean? And, you know, to try to avoid those fees and minimize those expenses, you know, I brought one, so it helps out a lot, you know. You got more maintenance on me and all, you know what I mean, more things to worry about, but it wasn't nothing that I wasn't already doing, so, you know, you might as well just grab your own, so, you know, less shit you have to worry about on. If I gotta repair something, at least I'm repairing it on my trailer, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you can go use somebody else's trailer and you put money in somebody else's trailer, and once you leave, you gotta get them their shit back. All right, so at the end of the day, yeah, you made money with it, but shit, you know, you kind of damn just threw a whole lot of money away at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with these semi trucks. You know what I mean? You know, you drive trucks and put money in it, but when I went new, I ain't really have to worry about putting money into a truck. But I still had a kingpin job that I had to do with this recently. That kingpin job cost $4,000, and it's like I guess everything just costing more, because my 2012 Cascadia I had back in 2020. Well, I got it in 2018. I sold it in 2022. So that I got some kingpins put in on. Shit, well, it can cost me about $1,000, and I know somebody else that pay $1,800. So for me to have to pay this shit with $3,800 for kingpins to go in this Peterbilt, and I know I done put like 380,000 miles on it. I know it's you know, it's about that time, right? But I don't know. It's the 2024, so I thought I would, you know, have a little bit more time. You know what I mean? Thought maybe 500 miles would have been a little bit more acceptable. You know, only 2 years, like, you know. But hey, I guess, man, you know, you have to be careful on those grease jobs, because they claiming that, you know, missing grease jobs can cause stuff like that. But I just don't remember missing. Every time I got a PM dead, I made sure I told them to do those grease jobs. So I don't know. Sometimes you have to check behind these places though, because these guys they don't spell at these speed codes and stuff, like loves, hell, TAs too. I ain't leaving them out. I'm just saying, if you ain't taking it to like a Fleet Pride or Freightliner, Peterbilt, Dilla, you know, I'm not saying don't check behind them either, but you just gotta check behind these people and try to fix certain things on your truck that you can fix. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm very handy when it comes to my truck. I used to work on my other truck a lot. I done put on radiators. Yeah, the whole radiators. I done brought cherry pickers and pulled radiators out. I done put on alternators, starters, reservoir tanks. What else I did? You know, I done put some hood mirrors on. So I took the whole hood off that truck. I took the whole hood off that truck when I had to do the radiator. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because I had my wife help me. You know what I mean? That girl out. Girl, ride or die, man. She actually helped me, man. Most females ain't about to help your ass pick up no big ass hood off no damn truck, period. Yeah, I just swapped out batteries. You know, it's like 4 batteries on here, so that's, yeah, I felt that was necessary to say, because most guys ain't gonna even attempt that either. But yeah, I done swapped batteries plenty of times on my trucks. I done changed out the windshield wiper modem, windshield wipers, like air valves, of course, glad hands, you know what I mean? Whatever I feel like I can do that mechanically where I won't mess up nothing, you know, I get up under that, man, you know, break it down, shit, do what I gotta do, change out hoses, whatever. And on my trailer, I got this quick draw release valve that I'm about to have to order. I'm about to probably get off this video right now and go ahead and order that. I also need to order a air engine filter. I'm gonna start ordering mine because they cheaper to order offline than to go into Speedco and down to get charged about $300 for it. So I'm about to go ahead and just start ordering them shits myself because man, I gotta save where I can save it, because tell them they don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean? They talked me into the $8,300 down, putting the $8,300 down once I went into this last 2-year deal. And I think that was crazy because that took over majority of my maintenance account. So, you know, now a lot of this shit I'm having to do out of pocket. You know what I mean? I just had to buy some steer tires as well for my truck and get an alignment myself. I mean, I have to do all that stuff myself anyway, but it usually come out the maintenance account. But since they damn near just took $8,300 for a down payment, now I ain't really got that option, you know. Now I gotta start all the way back over and build my maintenance account up. So, you know, after I got a kingpin job, they weren't really trying to look out on no tires and alignment, so I had to go and do that myself. You know what I mean? Which is cool. Like I told them, it just won't be Brentstone, which I wasn't going to buy no Brentstones because I wouldn't have bought Brentstones anyway. I wouldn't have brought them even for the drives, but they talk you into buying Brentstone because they got a national account at Brentstone. And I don't know what type of deal they get, but it got to be hella good because that's all they want you to buy. Until you ain't got no more money in that account, then they tell you what they told me. That's your truck. Oh, it's my truck now. Okay. I get the tires and alignment, bro. Don't worry about it. Just know they ain't gonna be fucking Brentstones. But yeah, I took care of it, man. You know, I'm back good on that rolling. So hopefully I can build that account back up before I pay the truck off. So because I want to have about 15,000 in there, so I can really be done in a 1.5 years instead of 2 years. The sooner the better, man, because the truck ain't getting no lesser miles on this motherfucker. And the more miles you get, the more shit break down, the more shit go out. In worst case scenario, something go out on this bitch that I can't fix. At least I can park this bitch at my dad's house some goddamn well. Because I ain't got no room at my house. I can't park it at my house. But worst case scenario, you can park some shit until you able to fix that shit. If you're not able to fix it right then, at least you have your fucking truck. You know what I mean? You know, if I have to, nigga, I run company for 3-4 fucking years before I got there and go drop whatever I gotta drop. Or, you know, I'm just saying, worst case scenario, I ain't really trying to lose another truck after I pay it off. That shit I shouldn't have never sold my last one, but the situation I was in, I felt like that was the smartest thing to do. Yeah, man, that's pretty much that. I'm gonna wrap this video. I'm already well over the time that, you know what I mean, I said I wanted to make it. But thanks for the ones who watched to the end, man. For sure. I appreciate y'all, man. I know most videos, if you ain't talking about a lot of helpful things for others, people don't really want to watch it like that. So, you know, I really appreciate the ones who, you know what I mean, watch my journey and, you know what I mean, hear what I got going on, hear me out. I hope it motivates y'all, or y'all can take something from it, you know, and learn something from it, you know what I mean? Even if it's a fuck up I did, you know what I mean? I got this, like I say, the quick draw release valve I got to change on my trailer. But, like I just brought this trailer like a week ago. Y'all see it on the pictures and videos and shit. But I just brought this trailer like about a week ago. And so I've been using it though. I would rent it from the guy every now and then. You know what I mean? I would get it from him every now and then, man. I rent it from him, and I ain't really had no issues with it or nothing. So ain't nothing better than using something before you buy it, so you can kind of see what you getting, you know what I mean? So I ain't never had no issues out of it, but it been sitting up. It was sitting up before I started renting from here enough for like I think like 4 years. So but it's in good condition, man. That little quick draw release valve ain't nothing but like $50. I'm about to order that shit, and that shit screw off, screw on. You know, I ordered me one of them electric ratchet joints and shit. So that shit, I probably do that shit in less than 15 minutes. I just hope I get it fast. You know what I mean? But that's it. You know, next video, hopefully it don't take me a month to drop, man. You know, I gotta get back on here to dropping these videos, cause man, I know what I go through. It's other people out there going through sort of similar, and then just to hear information, man, you never know who might be in the same situation or looking for a question or a solution or something, and boom, there it is. Or I might drop something and somebody might comment up under my shit, some shit that can help me out that I may be going through. Like, so I'm just trying to, you know, network and stay in, keeping the people fed, man. You know, keep running my journey along and doing my thing, man. Hoping God that I make it, get through this year and get through next year, and I can walk away with my title. And man, you know, the rest be history, man. But thank y'all for watching, man. Please like, subscribe, comment, engage, you know, share if you know it can help someone else. I appreciate you. Water.
Could I trust you while I chase this money? I just need my mind at peace. I need some sleep. No, I be in these streets.